Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about the new cartoon Origins figures. The ones based on the old Filmation animated show. I'm really digging what I'm seeing so far. So it looks like in this first wave we're getting He-Man, Skeletor, Beastman, Trapjaw, Man-at-Arms, and Teela, which is a perfect set for the first 6 figures for this, I guess for the first wave of these figures. If you recall, back when Origins first launched, those were the first 6 figures that were released. I'll put up some cross-sell art somewhere in the video here, but we're gonna take a look at some of the pictures and look at the accessories that come with them. Now we'll start with He-Man, because it's a little interesting. He gets that additional sword that people have been questioning, and it's like Sword of Elders. Off the top of my head, I don't know what that was called. I had to get a picture brought up real quick to show you. And there's a pictures online of the back of the packaging that actually just explains it and all that. But so he gets his regular power sword, and he gets that, which is pretty cool. He also has the little sheath on his back. Now, the buck that they're using for these is completely new. This is completely different than what we've seen in the Origins line. But it does retain all that swappability as far as removing the heads, the arms, popping them off at the waist, and removing the boots. Unfortunately, a lot of the colors don't match up. So, like if you wanted to swap your Beastman, for instance, parts with your Origins and your cartoon, they do not match. They're completely different colors. But that's okay. Some people are mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I'm totally fine with it being completely different shades. For me personally, I'm not really interested in all the body swap stuff. That's not a selling point for me. If these figures came out and you couldn't take any of the parts off, that would not have made any difference to me. But I understand people do like to make customs, which is super cool. If you want to buy 15 of a figure just so you can do some customs, more power to you. I don't have the money for that, so I'm a one each figure. I open them. You're not going to see a bunch of these figures hanging on my wall or sitting in a box somewhere. I don't have the funds for that. But I do like what we're seeing so far. So yeah, so He-Man's cool. The Skeletor's great. It's worth mentioning here though, and I'm going to put up a picture, showing the side by side. What we got a few years back before Origins launched, when Super 7 was doing their vintage line, they had some really cool sculpts. They were trying to stick really close to the cartoons. I was never a fan of those figures. I've got a few of them. I've got videos up on the channel if you want to go back and look for those. Those were not for me. But I appreciated what they were. I appreciated they were a precursor for us to actually get the Masters Universe Origins line. So, I'm looking back on them a little more fond than I did when they first came out. And I may end up picking up some more of them if I can find them at a decent price, but they tend to be pretty expensive. Now, they did like 30 figures in that line, which is pretty incredible considering I don't know that I've seen more than a couple of them on a shelf in a store anywhere. You had to buy them online, buy them directly from Super 7. But anyway, that's another discussion. Well, but I'm going to show you pictures comparing these new cartoon figures with those vintage figures that Super 7 created. So you can kind of see a comparison of what they look like. So back to our He-Man, you should be seeing a picture now of the Origins cartoon version as well as the Super 7. You can see that they're very, very similar. Now, Super 7 went with that super shiny, really over-the-top kind of look with their He-Man. And he's got the vintage-style squatted body, whereas these new cartoon Origins figures, they stand a lot taller and they have like a slimmer build to them, which I kind of dig. Moving on from He-Man, we'll take a look at the Skeletor. Now he comes with those additional masks, and I'll find the information and put up on the screen. But I know that with each of these cartoon figures, the accessories that they come with is based on an actual episode from the original cartoon show. So I'll try to get all that information and put that up on the screen so I can describe exactly what those are. I'm bad with remembering the names of stuff, so I'm not going to be able to just repeat those off the cuff right now. So I'll get that information and put it up on the screen. But Skeletor's got those additional masks. I really like the sculpt of Skeletor. It looks very much like that Super 7 figure, which is pretty neat. Moving on from Skeletor, we've got Beastman, which I really like. I really like this Beastman. He does not match the colors of any of the Beastmans we've seen. He doesn't match the Super 7. He doesn't match the Origins. And for me, that's a selling point. I like the variety. If you've seen my previous video about variants and repaints, I'm into that. That's my thing. I realize it's not for everybody. But I really like that we're getting something different here. Beastman comes with that whip. He's got really cool armor. Looks a lot like the cartoon, even if the coloring's a little different. There'll be pictures of his additional accessories on the screen. We also are getting Trap Jaw. Now, this Trap Jaw, obviously based on the cartoon, looks a lot like that vintage Super 7 figure. I just really like that we're getting this with the articulation. Always thought it was just such a kooky. He's a good character. It's about my favorite Masters Universe character is probably going to be Trap Jaw. So I'm really looking forward to getting this new version, especially in the the Origins scale. I know they've got a new one for Masterverse as well, but I'm not concerned with that one right now. I do notice, though, in the pictures that I've seen, it looks like he only comes with 2 attachments instead of 3. So I'll dig in and see if I can find some more images. You should be seeing some of those on the screen. So that's not cool. I don't like that. I don't like being shortchanged, but that might be the situation here. We're also getting Man-at-Arms, classic vintage style Man-at-Arms with the armor on both arms and legs, which is what Super 7 gave us. So you'll be seeing pictures of those right now. They look a lot alike. Very, very cartoonish, like it just stepped off of the screen. I dig it. I'm really, really happy with what I'm seeing so far from the Man-at-Arms. That's the only one of this series so far that's not up for pre-order. I'm not sure why they've held back on doing the pre-orders for him, but everybody else so far has been available on Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. And last but not least, we're going to look at Teela. Now, I do really like this version of Teela. It looks a lot better than that Super 7 version. The Super 7 version, something about the glossiness on those doesn't work. And the glossiness on Teela kind of made it look weird to me. They had a lot of the design right, but I think this new cartoon edition from Mattel is spot on. I think it looks great. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today, is just talk about these 6 figures that we're getting. This first initial wave, I think they're gorgeous. I'm really, really excited. I've got everything but the Man-at-Arms on pre-order. I'm just waiting for that to go up. Hopefully that'll happen soon. I know there's a lot of reviewers on YouTube right now that are already showing He-Man and Beastman. I don't know how they're getting them. I'm assuming Mattel sent those out, because I haven't seen those for sale anywhere other than like if you want to pay expensive prices through eBay, which these aren't even supposed to release until like next month. So yeah, if you know where to get them at the retail price, let me know in the comments, because I would love to get my hands on some of these. I'm not paying $50 a figure. I will pay the retail price. That's my thing. I'm not paying these exorbitant prices where people are, racking up the price tag on these things. It's stupid. So hey, sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Do you got these on order? Are you excited about these? I sure am. Hey, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys sticking around for another video, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks.